I think I kind of have my money on the Diamo. I'm not gonna lie. I do like seeing the Hellboy crossovers. You know, I am a Kurogok fan. And he is starting out quick. Could have gotten a little bit more damage, but didn't expect Kyuu to spot dodge there. So Amp is going to be having to play around and get some clean neutral. His Scythe movement is really nice though. Kyuu going to be sticking to the guns and trying to build up anything he can. Okay, remember whenever I said count dares?
Yep.
Sync is putting y'all to work. Yeah,
He's definitely trying to buff that number.
He's trying to buff it as much as he can. Yeah, we know how Scythe players approach, but it is one of the safest approaches. I'm sure in the Axe tournament, we're going to see more dares there than we see here, so don't worry about it. Both players with even damage. Sync SDs, though, immediately missing the Nair, and for some reason going for a second one, thinking that it's going to hit instead of just trying to get back to stage. Swapping over to the Gauntlet, so they did keep the Scythe for the entirety of the first stock. Kyuu going back to the Blasters, hoping that they can build up some decent damage off of it. But Sync has to take this stock right now before he takes too much damage. Kyuu going low on the wall and is able to get back because of it. Sync expecting him to go high.
Ooh, not really able to find too much here right now is Sync. Kyuu is using that opportunity to build up as much damage as humanly possible. I mean, like right now, it looks like the Assault on Ice trick did not work by putting Diamo, because why? Just why would you do that? I don't want to look at my screen now. And you took him out and you're smiling even more.
Double taunt against Kyuu. Oh lord.
But that was a pretty good stock to clean up there, but you have quite a bit of a damage lead to build back up and catch up to make the game completely even. But if anybody can do it, it is Sync. I really do believe that they can do it, but will Kyuu allow them to is the real question.
Oh, hitting the reverse dare into Sair, missing the GC side sig. Kyuu not back to stage yet though. Amp has been able to keep him off, hitting the ground pound into the dare, and hitting reverse desync into the corner, spiking him down. Amp Sync going absolutely crazy on the corner there, showing Kyuu that he is on top with the Scythe. That is what we've been wanting to see this whole time. These Scythe games, these crazy Scythe plays. Kyuu hitting a nice little read, but not going to get anything off of it. Sync going nuts with the gauntlets right now, though.
Oh my! Just missing near barely. Could have been the end of the game just now, but right now, Sync is going insane on these guns. He said, yo, forget the size, we changed what the tournament's about. And he almost completely cleans up the stock, just not enough. Kyuu barely making it back. Beautiful play, but Kyuu is hella damaged. This is a bad situation for Kyuu. Did not get the GCD, like, looking for the style.
Going for some sort of clip. Not getting KO'd off the top yet though. Sync is just not easy to take out, and Kyuu is going to SD. We got a GG. We didn't even get a wow or any sort of like confused voice line, but Sync going to be taking game 1 against Kyuu. Both players did SD one stock. I will say Kyuu did SD with, you know, a lot more damage than Sync did. But you know, that is kind of just how Scythe is going to be sometimes.
I mean, like, you just gravitate off stage sometimes.
3, 2,
That's
1,
true.
There isn't too much that you can do about it. But going into this next game, let's see if they try to refrain from the SDs and, you know, do as much damage as possible. Not really able to find the hits. You know, right now, Sync just trying to sync up and actually try to hit something instead of the air for a second.
Ooh.
And Kyuu taking advantage. Getting that damage could be something special.
Ground pound. Oh, Sync barely touches.
Oh my God,
and he hits the dare into Nair, and that's it! That was it! That's all it takes is 2 hits on Gauntlets. Kyuu had just a beautiful Scythe string going, keeping Sync off the stage, but he went a little bit too deep, so Sync did hit him with the dare Nair, and that's all that it really needs on Gauntlets that low on the stage. Especially when you just burned all of your options trying to give your opponent.
Sync flat out just plus ratio on stage.
Ooh! Reverse dare. That was oh, the what combo?
He got you with a Twitter combo, bro. He got ratio.
I thought you said tweaker combo. It's a tweaker combo. I will say Gauntlet players are tweakers, but
hey, maybe it may have been a tweaker and a Twitter combo at the same time. Both of them stay in the same row. Honestly, getting the cleanup though right there is Kyuu. I mean, like, as my friend over here nice like to say, you have a hill. And in this case, possibly a mountain to climb, because you can lose your stock very quickly, which you have been throughout this game. Building damage is like paramount right now for you.
we know both of these legends are actually really good at damage building. I was talking earlier about Nyx will struggle to kill a little bit. Not with the signatures though. With the weapons, maybe so. Especially on the map we were on earlier. We were on Demon Island. That map does have, you know, pretty large KO boxes and everything on the walls, but this is Apocalypse. I mean, you saw how far he was off stage. As soon as he touches the edge of the screen, he is out. So this will be a better map for both players, and we all know how quickly Mordex takes people out. We've been fighting Mordexes since Silver. You know,
Mordex exists. Everybody loves themselves. Yeah, Mordex. And right now, I don't know if it's the combination of the eye assault that is Daimyo and just really how well Scythe has been playing their Scythe and their Gauntlet. Both in tandem, getting a ridiculous read. He's still going. And then there it goes, breaking off, getting massive damage on the Kyuu. I feel like if you're a Kyuu right now, you cannot be feeling the greatest.
He dropped the combo.
That you need damage. Luckily, too, using it to get back to stage and getting cleaned up for it.
The GC side sig will get him punished. Kyuu going to be taking out that stock, but he is red right now, and we know that Sync is not bad at building up damage. He's not bad at punishing. Kyuu getting the nice, free confirmed few hits off of getting a dodge in white. Kyuu building up the damage really well, though. Let's see how Sync decides to take this out. Going to Serum off the wall, hitting him with the weapon throw. Kyuu barely touching the wall. He's going to hit the Sair. I thought that was going to bounce in the other way, but it actually hit perfectly on that corner, so it's going to knock him down. And Sync is going to be taking that second stock just like that.
And ladies and gentlemen, what did we learn? Gauntlet Sair spikes. Very, very, very hard. Very hard.
It does. Very hard. He's actually switching off of the Mordex, though. He's going to the Mirage.
I wouldn't completely understand it. You were playing great. You were doing a lot of damage. They instantly got rid of Apocalypse. They're like, no, never again. But I appreciate you not assaulting my eyes anymore, Sync. You're a real one. You're a real homie. Back onto the Red Mirage.
Personally, I wouldn't say my eyes were assaulted.
1, brawl.
Personally, I love Diamo. I love Gurogok. I love... What's the other one? Isn't there another ugly animal? No, it's just
Nimue. The only other one. Yeah, it's just Nimue and Hellboy.
Well, if you ever want to add a really ugly animal skin to the game, you will get my $5 for it.
Oh my god!
Okay, that's all. Whoa, Sync. Okay, that ended so quickly. Kyuu went a little bit too deep, and Sync was able to take that stock with the reversal dare into the part of the stage that will spike you. Or was that Nair? That was reverse Nair.
That was a reverse Nair, and it was a beautiful reverse Nair. And that Sync just played there off stage perfectly, hitting those dares and placing Kyuu exactly where he wanted him just to finish him off.
And we see it continuing right now. Sync is just a master at hitting these Scythe Sairs, keeping the stage control, going for a really weird play by weapon throwing towards the wall, but it barely didn't touch Kyuu. I believe it just lost its hitbox right before it touched him, which, happens, I guess.
It's a thing.
Oh, Kyuu getting hit by the D-Light Crown Pound into the reverse Slayer.
Oh my god.
We're saying the exact same things and the exact same reactions. Kyuu almost just getting... Or no, was that Sync getting pieced up? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But these players are both just trying to clip each other back to back. Sync going for some sort of weapon throw D-Light, but is unable to get anything off of it. Kyuu going for an Ensing, and his stock got deleted the moment that recovery touched him. He was gone off the top. Very damaged player. Let's see how Sync is able to take it. A very nice 3-piece. It goes a little too deep, but isn't punished. Kyuu going to be punished for trying to punish him. He misses the D-Light, and caught by the ground pound. Kyuu played that perfectly. Barely getting back to the stage, but knowing exactly when to ground pound to get that straight line down, taking out Sync. Sync getting pieced up by the blasters right now. Going for a little bit of stutter step. What was that? D-Light ground pound? And another D-Light ground pound to take it because Kyuu is getting overzealous. Sync just playing with his food right now. He doesn't even need to be the Diamo.